In sports, injuries are something that every player wants to avoid. Having an ACL tear is the last injury that any player wants to hear. You have one, there's a chance that you can come back. You have two, then your career is pretty much over. You have three, what happens then? Well, they don't know because many players have not done that. But we actually had a chance to sit down with Thomas Davis of the Carolina Panthers, who has had a remarkable 3 ACL tears in his knee. And he's not only come back, but he's come back to be one of the best linebackers in the NFL today. As I sat down with Thomas, we talked about the first tear, the second tear, but it was actually the third tear that we discussed the most.
We're 2 games into the season, the 2011 season, and we're playing the Green Bay Packers, the defending Super Bowl champs, and we are right there in the game. And once again, the game is on the line, and we have a defensive lineman, Terrell McClain, running to the ball, doing his job, and I hit the running back and spent off of him, and as he was running to the ball, his leg kind of caught me in an awkward position, which ended up tearing my ACL for the 3rd time. And at that point, no one really knew what to expect. For me, first instance, my career is over. 3 ACLs, and nobody has ever done this, and it's over. This is it. I put the work in. I've done all that I could do. The knee's just not gonna hold up. And with me, just knowing that I've done everything in my power to make sure that I'm able to come back and that I'm back, and I can live with that. I can live with knowing that I've done everything. But as it went on, a day goes by, and after I went in and told the team, figure out a surgery plan, just to do a cadaver, which is a lot less stressful on my knees and a lot less stressful rehab. So, just go in and get a cadaver and just be done with it. Mm-hmm. But as the day went on, I started thinking about it. I go home and talk to Kelly and talk to Michael Bunkley. They asked me, do you feel like you're done? Is your heart, in your heart, do you feel like you're done? I said I felt good when I was out there. I don't feel like I'm actually done. So as me and Kelly was talking, she was like, you have to go through the rehab anyway. You might as well just, tell them you want to try it, try to go again. Right. If you feel like that, and that's how I felt. So I would go back in the next day and talk to our trainer. I'm like, okay, I'm not done. If I want to sit down with Mr. Richardson and sit down with Marty and see if they'll be willing to give me an opportunity after tearing it for a 3rd time, and we have a meeting, I go sit down and I talk to them, and they say, if you're willing to put yourself through it again, then we're willing to give you a try.
After the most painful surgery and rehab yet, Thomas vowed to come back and not just play, but play 16 games and be an impact player. And he did that, even receiving the game ball after Atlanta game in 2013 season.
Receiving that game ball was definitely, like I said, a bittersweet moment, because we was coming off of a losing streak, and just given the talent that we have on this team, we were much better than what our record showed. And I think Atlanta, they were like 12-1 at the time. Mm-hmm. In the situation where we went out and we handled them pretty well. We from start to finish, we won that game. And I think that just really showed what we were capable of doing. And for us to be that late in the season and our playoff hopes were over. For us to go out and dominate that team the way that we did. I really felt like we had left a lot on the field. As a team. And we hadn't accomplished that what we were capable of accomplishing that season. So I addressed that with the team. But like I said, it was some sweetness to that moment, because with everything that had gone on, for me to go out and play so well against Atlanta and come away with an interception that was definitely a big moment in the game for us. When they was driving and threatening to score and get closer and cut the lead down. It made a world of difference for that game, and D'Angelo was able to go score a touchdown the next series. So it definitely was a great moment.
Thomas's comeback wasn't something that only his players noticed. Many other media outlets, local, and even players and other coaches noticed that Thomas was having a comeback year that was worthy of NFL attention.
And it's definitely a humbling situation, when we play teams and you have the guys from opposing teams coming up to you like, man, you're definitely an inspiration to me. I'm proud of you to see, you fight back and fight through all of this. You know, even um, when we played San Diego, their coach North Turner, he came up to me after the game. You know, like, great job. You know, I'm proud of the way you fought back from these injuries, and you know, you've done a great job, and you know, I commend you for that. You know, to have a opposing head coach come to you, that's, you know, that's unheard of, to come up to you and talk to you after the game. So, you know, I think people are definitely taking notice, but you know, unfortunately, in the comeback player of the year talk, you know, it's a two-man race right now. You know, Adrian Peterson has had a great year. You know, Peyton Manning, he's had a great year, and you know, I commend those guys. You know, I got caught up early on, and you know, start feeling upset or getting disappointed because, you know, my name wasn't in the discussion, because I know that I've worked so hard and come back from so much. But you know, I really told myself, you know, that's not the reason why you did this.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you did this for the guys like Terrell Thomas that's going through the same situation right now. He has torn his right knee 3 times. You know, he's a guy that teams are going to look at and be like, okay, should we give him a shot? Is it possible for him to make it back? I'm living proof that it's possible for you to make it back. You know, I talked to Terrell and let him know, you know, I believe in you. Keep hope alive, and, you know, keep working hard. Anything is possible.
Right. Well, again, I know local media, local fans, if we can help with that vote, that we will certainly push you through it and get you there. But still, congratulations on your 2012 nominee for the team as far as the Walter Payton Award for this year. So we'll see how that pans out. That wraps us up, man. I appreciate you coming by. And how do people find out more about you on Twitter or find out about the foundation?
Hey, you can follow me on Twitter at TD58SDTM, and that's my Twitter name. Also on Instagram at TD58, or you can follow my foundation at TDDDF